Time now for the STOHD.com Diamond in the Rough, and it's Kinston reliever Stephen Wright. STOHD.com's Tony Lastoria said the Tribe's second-round pick in the 2006 draft had a solid career up till last year, reaching AAA. Features a low 90s fastball, good slider, but to separate himself and add more value, now he's added a knuckleball to his repertoire late last season and has spent most of this season in extended spring training in Single A, learning to throw that pitch. He's worked personally with former Tribe knuckleballer Tom Candiotti, and he has a chance to be a starter or relief option sometime next year if he continues to make strides with it. If he could be anything like Candiotti was in the 80s, we'll take it.
Oh, most definitely. And you look at this guy, I mean, you see what Tim Wakefield has been able to do with the knuckleball, stick around for a long time. Stephen Wright could be that same guy down the road.
Read more about Indians prospects every week on Minor Happenings on STOHD.com, and of course in Tony's book listing the 100 top Tribe prospects. Welcome back to the show. From high school to college players, a lot of them wind up in Mahoning Valley. A lot of them need to learn how to pitch, especially at the professional level. That's exactly what pitching coach Greg Hibbard, his job assignment is down there. Let's learn more about Greg now on this week's Minor League Insider.
Right now we're joined at Eastwood Field, home of the Mahoning Valley Scrappers, with Greg Hibbard, the pitching coach. And Greg, it's been a short season so far, but how do you expect these boys to perform, being that it's their first year?
Well, I mean, it'll be a different routine on a daily basis. I mean, they go from playing in the college level to where they're pitching on the weekends, and then coming in here where they're on a solid 5-day rotation, or maybe pitching 2 out of 3 on a consistent basis. So just the routine of the daily rigorance of trying to come to the ballpark every day and stretch and throw and just get into that routine and stuff is going to be tough.
Well, most of these kids that have come in now have been starters. Some of them are relievers. Talk about what their expectations are now that they have a 5-day routine, and then they go in and they might pitch as a priority guy every other day, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's just being able to repeat what they do well. You're going to struggle at times when you go out there on the mound. Plays may not be made behind you once in a while, and you're going to have to deal with that. But throwing strike one is probably a big asset, or a big goal on a daily basis, and just being able to have a consistent routine.
Well, Greg, you've been in this organization now for a while. You've been at the AAA level. Now you're down here working with the youth, trying to get these kids to develop. You're a left-handed pitcher. You've been in the big leagues for a long time. What knowledge can you give these kids, knowing that you've been at the best?
Probably just that this game's tough, and respect the game. I think every day you step on the field is very important to tell yourself that you're going to get better on each day. And if they can say that on a daily basis, I feel like that's going to prepare them for the next level.
Is there anybody so far that stood out that you just are like, wow, this kid actually gets it right now at the low levels?
Yeah, Cody Allen pitched the other day, and first time we're looking at Cody. He came in and showed a solid 4-pitch mix. He came out of the bullpen. I think he's been a starter in his college career, so he really lit us up a little bit, with the way he composed himself on the mound. So I mean, there's some positive things that we're seeing just out of the immediate looks that we're getting. But over the course of the year, I mean, they'll probably do some things that are going to surprise us.
Has anybody come to you and said, Coach Hibbard, you've been at the big leagues, tell me something that I need to work on right now to get myself to the next level, whether it be AA or AAA?
It's probably the biggest thing that we feel at times is the hardest to make adjustments from level to level is the way the hitters make adjustments to your stuff, and being able to identify that, and in the course of the game, how can I counteract that? So that's probably going to be the most difficult thing that you'll see a college player go through, is because these hitters are smart. There's some seasoned guys out there, and they do make good adjustments.
What does it take to stay in this game as long as you've been around this game?
Being able to make adjustments, I think. Everybody's going through the same situation as far as dealing with this many kids on a daily basis. And you can't be individualized of being kind of etched in stone of what you're going to teach or what your message is going to be. You have to make adjustments from player to player and from team to team, manager to manager. I think that's important, and if you're unable to make those kind of adjustments on the fly at times, then this game can get really tough.
Well, now, like we talked earlier, you've been in this organization for a while. Dave Wallace is the manager here this year, first time managing at the professional ranks. How's it been with him so far?
Outstanding. Wally's really laid back. I mean, he's going to let these kids play. And he's learning. I mean, I think he's learning some in-game things that he's probably making notes of on a daily basis, and I'm sure that from year to year he's going to probably have a pretty good routine with what he expects out of a team or a staff or just a daily game preparation. So it's fun to watch him develop.
Greg Hibbard, pitching coach from the Honey Valley Scrappers, thanks for your time.
No problem. Thanks, Jason.
Oh, Greg Hibbard, Jason, you know him pretty well. He's your former pitching coach at AA and AAA.
Yeah, and the guy has a lot of knowledge. I mean, you see what he's able to do with the younger players down there, and it's great to have the knowledge when you've been in the big league level.
All right, we'll take a break here with Indians Minor League Magazine. When we come back, he was once the top prospect in the Indian system. But a finger has kept Adam Miller from reaching his big league goal. Still, he's not letting an injury keep him from trying to get there. You'll meet him next.